Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello. How are yous? Alright. Hello, hello, hello. Oops, can't type here. Hello. Okay. Wait for somebody to come in. If not, I'll still just chill and work on my project. And it's early Sunday. It's 11:19 here in Central Time, so a lot of people might be up. It's Sunday. People sleep in, except for me. But this is what I've done so far, so everybody can see. This is my practice book, I'm calling it, because I have come to realize, I've been following Lori Marie Jenkins, that there's a lot of stuff I need to pick up for my next book, which I'm probably going to do because I told my kids I wanted gift cards for Christmas. Like I made some gesso, but I want to pick up some decent gesso. I need to get some clear gesso, which I never knew existed, that there was a clear gesso or black gesso. So, and triple thick and a Stabilo pencil and a glaze that you add into paint. So I kind of got a grocery list here going of what I want. So I'll show you what I have done so far. I'm using, excuse me, I'm using stuff that I have that some of her stuff pages I've been following from way back in her videos. Number one video, and I'm on number 10. I had to skip a few because I didn't have the stuff. But what I decided, this is my practice book, and then when I get the stuff, I'm gonna do another one. But I thought this is an easy way for me to learn the steps with what stuff I'm working on, and to show you that even if you don't have the stuff that she has, you can still do a nice layout. So this was the page I did where it had the pop out picture, and this was really easy. And how she showed how to do the bubbles with a toilet roll, and so I did that. And I'm using these ornament ball markers for Dollar Tree because right now my gel pen, I cannot get my white gel pen to work, so I have to pick one of them up. But it works just as well. So this is kind of cool. I put this fairy there. It's easier than I thought. And I just doodled. And this is the Tim Holtz because she used gelatos. Well, I don't have gelatos, but I have the Tim Holtz Distress crayons. So that's what I used. And that's the color right here. So I thought it worked. It gave the same effect as the gelatos. And that is the pop-up page. And she showed how you could glue this down here or tie it and tie with string. So, or yarn. I used some twine I had. I did two different colors just to add a little dimension. And then this page is the window pages. This was fun. And I kind of got too dark on here, but that's all right. You still can kind of see her. And got a piece of plastic here. And then when you put her in, you can see her on that side and then that side. And I kind of try to de-stress this a lot. Hi, Joey. And did the distress around, and then I doodled, and these are some butterflies I had. And then this one was, I'm trying to remember. Oh, this started out using stencils, and it just fell apart. So I just kind of did a background and did some images on there. But what it was I didn't have the clear. Hi, Kathleen. Oh, thank you. Well, see this one. This was done. You can't. No, I'll start over. I was just doing it on this one. This is toilet rolls. This I've been following. I forgot who I'm following. Lisa, Lori Marie. Jesus, I can't think. I lost my thought. Lori Marie Jenkins. Yeah, Lori Marie Jenkins. And I'm using. Like I said, I have a grocery list that I have to pick up the stuff that she's using that I never knew. Yeah, and she showed how she just did the bubbles, and she used gelatos. I didn't have gelatos. I had the Distress Crayons by Tim Holtz, and it did the same effect. All she did is put paint. She used gesso. My gesso's homemade, so I just used white paint, but I got the same effect. And then this one was the window page, which I thought turned out pretty good looking. But I tried to get the color to look antique-ish, so for vintage. And this one was a fail, but I made it into something because I don't remember exactly what this is. I'll have to go back, but she used stencils, and it just didn't work for me because I didn't have clear gesso, so I'm using my homemade gesso. But I made the page work at the end. And this one was just doing watercoloring underneath, and like she calls underpants. You can see I'm getting too dark on my stuff. Yep. Yeah, thank you. No such fail when I turn it into something. And this was made. This is one of my favorite pages of everything I've done in this book so far. Was the pockets and how she tied the just random fabric off the end. I don't have a lot gel planting. Thank you. Okay, gel planting. I haul at gel planting. What is that, Kathleen? I haul at jelly planting. Which gel planting? But I thought this turned out good. These are all stamp images I had, and I love the doodling part. Gel plates. Oh, gel plates. Okay, I'll have to check that out. And I had fun doing the doodling. And then this is the first one I did. I thought it turned out good. And then I just finished this one. I had this all. This is taking paint and then applying alcohol. Like you do one paint, you put your underpants on, as she called it. Mine didn't show up because I think I'm getting my paints too dark. But this one took the longest, and I'm very impatient. Very possessive. I got this out of the National Geographic. I thought it just worked. I don't have a lot of magazines, so I'm working with what I use, what I have, and what else I can get off the internet. But this one was fun because you put your underpants down and then you paint it, and you let that dry, and then you water your acrylic paint really watery, and then you put water across it, or the paint really watery paint, and then you took alcohol and you splattered alcohol on it. If you can see, I got spots coming through. Hi, starting over, Tina. And then you let that dry with the you can't blow dry this one. This is because I'm very impatient. Blow drying. So I let this sit. I bet you it took an hour to dry. There you go. Go for it, Joy. So I came back before bed last night, did another paint layer after because you do it twice. Paint. Okay, I'm gonna get this right. You paint once, and you let that dry. Then you put your underpants on and paint, and then you put paint real watery paint, and then you do the alcohol on it, and it kind of makes it look like and paint pouring with the cells. It's the same kind of look. Then you let that dry. Then you paint another watery color down. Then you do the alcohol again. So this one, I woke up this morning after I did the second paint, and I didn't like the look of it. So I did a fourth layer, and I did the blue on top. And I put blue down, and then I let the blue dry, or I let the watery blue, and then I did the alcohol again, and then I like the look better. And then as I'm letting it dry, I was looking through some National Geographics that have been kicking around my house that my husband says he's gonna read and hasn't for months. He ain't ever gonna miss them. So I found this one with all these like images in. So I stole that one. So and now I'm on to this page. And I thought I'd just come on. But I'm enjoying it. I'm calling this my practice book. Because eventually I'll get my grocery list, as I'm calling it. I never knew about black gesso. I tried making some, but mine turned really gray. Because was it back here? This is supposed to be black gesso, and it just didn't. It looked too gray, so I just painted over it with black paint, and it still. I thought it gave the same effect. So, but in this one, I have to do it a little different too because I don't have clear gesso. So I'm using what I have. And I think the whole thing is I got my grocery list. Thank you. And some stuff I want to pick up like clear gesso. I didn't know they had a clear gesso. Black gesso, never knew. Never knew about triple thick. I don't even know what triple thick is, but she put triple thick in something. I have to go back and rewatch. I'm going to Google that. Or glaze that she added to her acrylic paint. So I'm going to check that out too. But with this one, I'm going to use my Jane Davenport pastels and come up with a look that she kind of did herself. But like I said, I'm using what I'm having. And I've never used these. I got these in a D-stash. So and all she kind of did is just scribble. I like how she always says underpants. It's so funny. I put my material down because my binding is getting a little funky. But we'll see. I kind of look at it this way. I think mixed media is what you make it. If it turns out, it turns out. If it don't, it works. Because it's mixed media. Oh, my paintbrush here. So, am I still buffering, guys? Hi, Shanda. Kind of like watercolor. A different look, I guess. They are the Jane Davenport Aqua Pastels. And when I was watching Lori Marie, she came out with some, and I'm like, I wonder if these could be used as watercolor. So I've never used them. I got them in a D-stash. And guess what? I tested and they can. So basically, I am experimenting with stuff. I tell you one thing about this. Oh, I got distress crayons. I'll show you in a second here. Okay. This is what I use distress crayons on. Right here. I can. Let's see. Where's one that I can add color to? Okay. This is how he uses his in all different ways. I use mine like this. Put a little ink, distress crayon, and I just smear. You can't. I tell everybody this is the way I do it. I could be doing it wrong, but this is the way I found. You don't use them as a crayon. They may say crayon, but it's not a crayon because it's like lipsticky. You can also take it off your fingertip. You can do it that way too. So that's how I use mine. I like using fingertip. I've done them through a stencil fingertip wise too. Oh, kind of like that colored look. I'm gonna leave it. I get lucky. I don't have kids at home anymore or grandkids every day like I used to. And when you have two grown adults, your house don't get that messy unless their tornado 3 shows up, which is my grandchildren. Then I have to really sit down and clean. So I have a lot of time on my hands. So I'm lucky in that aspect. There's days I get bored, kind of miss the grandkids every day like I used to have them. All right, got purple going. What color do you guys think I should use? I like you guys choose. I got purple on the outside. Pick a color one of you. There's green, dark green, light blue. That's purple rose. Looks like another shade of purple. Pink, red, pink, a light different color pink, a red, and brown. What color do you guys think I should use? Blue. All right. Dark blue or light blue, Tina? Dark. All righty. One thing about, I think, my gesso, I like the texture of my gesso. It's got this like grit. So I kind of like that. I mean, I will pick up the gesso at Michael's where it's like one big jug for $15. But I kind of like how my gesso works. It does the job. It's only baby powder. Say 1/4 cup baby powder, 1 tablespoon of glue, 1 tablespoon of white paint. I found it over the internet. So I went with it because my honey working, so he couldn't run me to Michael's. So I was working the next 5 days straight. So I am not asking that man when he gets home from work after 12 hours to run me to Michael's. So I made my own with stuff in my house, and it's doing the job. It's working. Well, are you up in your craft room, Tina? You don't have to. She didn't close her book on this one, but I am. Well, then you should be up in your craft room. You could be watching me and working on your project at the same time. But I've seen her do this in other ones. I'm just doing it. I like the look. Okay, I'm gonna mute so I can blow dry and not drive you crazy with my heat gun. Yeah, I remember being in the basement. I hated it too. It felt depressing. So since I moved up, all right. So you need a kid to move out, Tina, so then you can take over their bedroom. That's what I did. David moved out. I waited about 10 months, almost a year, I think. Hi, Dana. And then I took over his bedroom. I was hoping he'd move back in because I thought, okay, I'm going to haul my stuff upstairs and then he's going to be wanting to move back in. Well, now if he wants to move back home, he's in the basement because I am not moving this room until I moved out of this house. Okay, I'm going to mute you guys. Now I'm going to have to add underpants, as she calls it, and that's just little pieces of paper. These are the images I printed off by Jane Davenport. You can tell my ink's running out, but I'm going to use it anyways. And that's what's going to go on eventually. See, I need more magazines, or I need a good website where I can find cool images, like funky, kind of like that. You know, maybe I'm putting them in Google wrong. So I've been saving for a while. I got things just chock full of just other things that just to put on here. I have one more. Where to go? So yesterday, I get the mail, and I got this box. I mean, it's long, about this long. Let's break your hand. About yardstick long, if not longer. And I'm like, and it says Amazon. I didn't pay any attention to the name on it. And I open it, and it's a belt that holds beer cans. So I was like, thinking, what the bejesus did Scott order? Well, then I look at the name and it says Diamond. Diamond forgot to tell me that she was sending a package here. It was for Sam's Halloween costume. I was like, He's going as Mr. Duff off of Simpsons or something. I'm using art glitter glue instead of Mod Podge this time around too. Seems to dry quicker. I tell you one thing about doing this, patience is not my thing. Because I don't like waiting. So but I'm having fun. That's what matters at the end of the day, right? Yeah, and the thaw on it pouring again. See, I think it's probably too cold to pour unless I don't know. I'd love to do a paint pour in a book. There's gotta be a way I can do a paint pour in a book. I think I tried it, but it didn't turn out good. Yeah, you should saw my craft. Am I tidied up yesterday or Friday? Yes, yesterday, because it was terrible in here. I couldn't walk and get up and then I'd trip over something. So I spent the morning tidying up, put Halloween away. So Diamond swings in here yesterday. Runs something off, prints it. Uses my scissors, my Tim Holtz scissors. Misplaces them. I'm looking for them. I finally called her. I'm like, did you take my scissors? Because she borrowed some of my two-sided tape. She goes, no. And I'm like, well, I can't find them. So I had cleaned off my whole craft table, only to discover she had them sitting over by the printer. And I'm like, oh. I'm like, all the scissors in my room. Grab some that do not. I told her. I said, because she ended up swinging back here, just as I found them, of course. I said, red handle scissors, nobody else touches. These are mine only. Plenty of scissors in this room. I want to get two more. I want to get another pair of these because I have a tendency to lose these on my table. I know it. They just like I don't use. See, I don't use these on anything except paper, and so it's like I decided designated paper scissor. I have designated fabric scissors. They don't care. They just grab. I'm like, ah! And so far, the Tim Holtz scissors, because I have these. These are Martha Stewart scissors, and I love these scissors because they got in there. But Scott would have to sharpen these weekly for me, it seemed. These, since I've got them, I haven't had to sharpen. I won't even sharpen them because I don't think you're supposed to. So I think they're self-sharpening or something. But I want to invest in another tiny pair. And I wouldn't mind getting the one long pair, his long pair that's like this. I mean, look at this pair. Look at these are Martha Stewart's too. They've got tape on it. I have to clean them. I want to get the 3-inch ones. I can't find them. This size? I don't remember. This is 2. This one is so this size. All right, I'll look because I'll keep you in mind next time I go to Hobby Lobby because I got these were sent to me, but I know they have them at my Hobby Lobby because that's where I found these, the tiny ones. All right, so I'll keep you in mind if I see them. Amazon, I believe, has them, Tina. That's who these came from was Amazon. But I got these at Hobby Lobby. They were $11.99, and I used my 40% off coupon. And I don't see what the big deal is. You will when you cut something else other than paper. You can tell my daughter crafts, but she's not a crafter. You know what I mean? I'm like, once you get in and you sit down and you have a certain item and you start using it, you will come to realize you don't mess. Scissors are essential. Find a scissors and it works with you. You don't use it on anything other than when that certain thing, paper. I'll cut a snip here like this if I need to, but no, usually it's just paper. She blows in like a tornado too once in a while, I swear. 'Cause I call my grandkids a tornado 3. One day I laugh. My grandkids just left and my landlord showed up and he kind of stepped inside the house and he looks around my living room. I'm like, yeah, the grandkids. Yeah, exactly. Yep, that's how it works. Right now, I can't find my Sizzix pick, where you pick through a die. You can pick out the little pieces of die. I can't find that puppy anywhere. And I have 2 of them, and I can't find either one of them. But as soon as I know if I buy one, it'll show up. I want music notes, music notes, music notes. She calls this the underpants. Don't ask me why, because I guess it's under everything. But that's what she calls it. Where is my music notes? Yep, right there. Oh, I have music notes. That's not what I want. I want page rating, not music notes. Bone folder is another one I lose. Never fails. I seem to lose the bone folder. Um, I've already gone back out into because I have a recycling bin that I recycle. It's a little basket that sits here. I've already Um, dumped out my recycling bin and I put, to put on the curb and then and dumped it all out in the middle of my garage to look for something because I thought I'd lost it. And 3 times I've got lucky where it was in there. But newest thing is I send Coda in it. I'll lift Coda up in it and he'll search around for what I'm looking for. He thinks it's cool. Child labor. He'll ask me, Nana, can I get a recycling bin for anything today? I'm like, no, not today, buddy. Sorry. I'm just gonna put that right there. It's cool looking. Yep. You need a grandchild. Well, you have grandchildren. I was gonna say, Tina, you need a grandchild. Like your grandchildren don't live too close to you, right? You have to go to them on an airplane if I'm right. I'm not claiming to be an expert on this. If you really want to check out how she does stuff, go to Lori Marie Jenkins. She's really good. Yeah, Texas. So, that's when you go down and visit them in the middle of winter because I know you get cold you get weather like I do. Snow, rain. That's when I'd hit south. Diamond and Sam, because there's a lot of welding jobs down in the Florida, and us, but with Leah, wait, I'm getting ahead of myself here. Sam doesn't want to move until after Leah's done with school. It's and I said, well, you guys do that. I said, I'll be coming down in the winter, just so you know. I'll spend the winter down in Florida with you. And they both looked at me like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I'll spend my winters down with you. Come down for the winter season and visit my grandchildren. They thought I was crazy. I'm like, I ain't crazy. That's smart. So you better buy a house, I said, with an extra mother-in-law room. See, I like when it's like 70, 70, 65, 70, where it's not too hot, not too cold, just right. It's when it gets bitterly cold here. Alright, I think I got enough underpants, as she calls it, on. Now, I have to kind of gesso, but my gesso's pretty thick, or white, so I'm just gonna lightly gesso it. So, because I don't want to lose a lot of the images. So I'm just gonna, no, I guess that's where the clear gesso comes in. But I'm just gonna lightly over. You can still see, so I'm doing pretty good there. Just lightly adding it, spreading it here and there. All right, I keep hearing her door. I will be right back. I don't know who's in front of my house. I don't know who it was or what it was. Yep, I've done the baby wipe, Tina. Thank you. Oops, what did I just drop? That's good. Got a light. I did good there. Woohoo! I'm proud of myself. Okay. Well, hi, Sherry. Sherry, I didn't even know you stepped in. I'm gonna mute so I can blow dry. Sorry, I forgot to unmute. My bad. I'm sorry. Mhm. I went with green. Because you can still see the pink, can still see the blue. And I thought green would give it a good color add. I think it looks good. Still got the purple. If I wanted to, I could come back in, add some of the blue here and there. Okay, I'm going to. So it's blue. Ooh, much better. You downstairs now? I'm liking how it looks. Put some blue on. It's a different look for me because I'm not usually a pastel-y person. I like my dark colors. All right, I'm gonna mute again. In the fun. I remember to unmute this time. Woohoo! Hi, Gloria. I started a mixed media book following Lori Marie Jenkins. You want to see the beginning? Show you the pages I've started. This is her pop-out page with bubbles. And what she used to do the bubbles is she used a toilet roll or a paper toweling roll. And I used the Tim Holtz Distress crayons because she had gelatos. I used Tim Holtz. I'm using what I have. And I just got her off the internet. And you sew the pages, see? Woo! Really cool. Oops. Better quit doing that. And then this was where you put a piece of plastic in between two pieces. And you can see the image. And then you flip. See the other image. And this was my mess up page, and I just did something with it because it was using stencils and something else. I don't remember. I was gonna say I am muted this time. And this was doing watercoloring. And this one, I did this one. When I did that, I got out the Texture Luxe Gold. You see there's gold in here. And I used that on the background as well. And then this is my favorite one. She taught us how to make pockets. The next video that I just watched before I came on is doing 2 pockets in a different way. So I can't wait to go back and do that. And I'm gonna make some cards. I got my old geezers, I call them. They freak me out, these pictures. But what I do is I gotta do it again. I'll show you. Tina, you might want copies of these. You'll have to let me know. Here, I'll get them. I got these at a garage sale this summer. Oh, come on. And what I do is I put them and I make copies of them. So I'm going to make copies. I used what I had. And I'm going to make copies and I'll be doing some little funky things around them. Like they're vintage photos. And the lady sold them all to me. Lori Marie Jenkins. Here, I'll put her up. I got her up on my other. I'll put her.
Senator.
Oh. I'll put her name up. She's awesome. And paste. I'll put the video, one of her videos up that I am watching right now. So if you guys want to go over and check her out after my live video. Yeah. I'd have to see if Diamond can figure that out. But nothing else. I'll just run copies and send them to you. I mean, they're pretty cool looking. I mean, I got them all. Aren't they awesome looking? But she did. I said, "Why are you getting?" Because I asked her. I said, "Why are you getting rid of family pictures?" She goes, "They were in a house that her like a business that had like an apartment on top, a business on the bottom that they bought as a rental, and these were in the attic." She goes, and what she understood is that the bottom part years ago was a photography place. But she sold these all to me for $2. The babies freaked me out a little bit. But the one thing I was glad about is none of them were dead. Yeah, they do. Remind me of, yep, Tim Holtz. That's why. So I'm like, how much for the pictures? And she goes, you have to take them all, $2. I'm like, yep, I'll take them all. So what I do is I just put them in my printer and I just copy the whole thing the way with the frame on, because they're all, you can't separate them. Yep. They're like postcard material. So what I do, there's a baby again. Babies freak me out. I took her and I ran a copy and I put a witch's hat on her for Halloween. Old school picture. This guy I got duplicates of. See? But when I run the copies off, they turn out different. It's weird. And then there's her again. But yeah, thank you. Yeah, Tina, I'll run them off. Because then I'll get them nice and see, I know there's a way I can scan them and send them back to my laptop, but I don't know how. But what I'll do is I'll make copies and then I'll just send them and then you can scan them and so you can make others yourself. But they freak me out a little bit, especially the babies. So I figure what I'm going to do is run a couple off and then I'm going to make like tags or something and stick in this one. And then there's this one I did. This is the very first one I did in this book. And I don't have a lot of images of magazines and stuff. So I've been kind of just finding images off Google and printing them. And then this is out of the National Geographic books. This one was done where you put paint down, and you let it dry. Then you put acrylic paint, watery acrylic paint, and really watery, sloppy. Put that down, and before it dries, you take regular alcohol. Diamond only had 70% because I was that alcoholic. I would advise getting the higher percentage of alcohol. I don't know. I set it on my shelf. I haven't decided. But then you put the alcohol on top of the wet paint, and the look is so cool. It looks like the cells from paint pouring. Then you let it dry, and then you add another color, sloppy wet paint, and you add the alcohol again. No, not really. I guess, if you want to journal, you can put it in your pockets. I guess it's the way you're journaling as you're doing it. I'm just doing it because I wanted to follow her techniques and learn them. And now I'm onto this one, which to me, I wish it was a little darker. I could make it darker, but I'm not going to chance it. Maybe I will. I think it needs to be darker. No, it's just an altered. It's a mixed media book, Gloria. Yeah, I'm gonna add more color to this page. Yes, I am. I just have to decide what I'm gonna make with it. I used some of this stuff yesterday when I did my fall ATC cards. I used some of the leaves you sent me. I decided I don't like the light look of this, so I'm gonna add more color. You're hoarding mine? I know, that's what I get. I hoard a lot of paper. I feel for you. I know that feeling. I knew that feel of not wanting to use. Oh yeah, that's better. Yeah, see here, this is probably this is where the clear gesso would have came in good. I love the color of that. It's not purple. It's not, I like the color. It's not a dark purple, purple. I call it Prince purple. This one's not a Prince purple, and I really like it. When I was looking at it, when you showed it to me that night, I was like, we'll see, But once I got it, I'm like, this is really pretty. It's not a, yeah, buried, yeah. I might mess this up, but I'm working with it. I'm not liking a pastel look. I'm not a pasty person. I like my dark colors. So we're gonna redo it. Oh, I don't even look at the prices. I knew that some of the stuff was from Tuesday Morning, and I was like, man, her Tuesday morning's better than mine. I wasn't paying any attention to the price. I never do. Like the little wooden frames, I never seen them at mine. I was like, man, I would have bought them myself. Them are cool. I already have a project in mind for them down the road. Hey, my mom always left price tags on Christmas gifts, even from Santa. I remember seeing a price tag on something I got for Christmas that was supposed to be from Santa when I was a kid. And I'm like, Santa went to Shopko, which Shopko is a store up here that's a Midwest store. You know, and I heard her go, oh shoot. And then she came up with some kiddish reasoning why the price tag was still on Santa's gift. I remember her excuse was, well, sometimes the elves forget to put stuff in the sleigh and he realizes, so he swings into the local store and make sure your dreams come true. I'm liking this better. I'm gonna spritz it a little bit. Ooh, look at that. That's alcohol effect, guys. I got rubbing alcohol in here. I'm gonna mute you so I can blow dry. I'm gonna leave this the way it is. I like how it turned out. I'm liking it better than what I did earlier. See? This is how I roll. All right. I think it's good. I like the look. I'm glad I kind of went back with the colors because I'm liking the look better than a real light light. I didn't care for it, but I could see why she used the clear gesso, which I don't have. So I used the hand where she used the clear gesso because then I guess it makes things pop. But I'm like how I came up with my own version. Now, the images I'm going to use are Jane Davenport's. I stole them off the internet. And I'm just going to cut. You ever use food coloring, Tina? Me and Leah did the food coloring once. It was fun. So it says I need a heat dryer thing where you put your book underneath one of those heat dries, instead of using this gun. I'm like, all right, thanks for going to be buying me one. And he's like, oh. I said, yeah. I laughed. He won a pizza oven at work. And the first thing he said to me is, don't even think of using my pizza oven for crafting anything in. Because you came in one time, I was watching a video where the lady was using a pizza oven. Don't even, he says. And I'm like, and I totally forgot about it. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I came on that time and that lady was using a pizza oven for something and I could just see you trying it. I'm like, oh. I'm like, I won't touch your pizza oven, but if I ever see one at a garage sale real cheap, it's coming home with me. I had to think for a second what he was talking about. Uh, the images I'm going to use. Now I got to find other aspects to add in here just to throw it off a little bit. I'm going to bring her down on the bottom. Oh, maybe right there. And now it's the fun part. Finding other things to go on the paper on it as well. I think what I like about doing this is you're using your imagination. You're using whatever you choose to, It may not make sense to you, but it makes sense to me, kind of thing. At the end of the day, I guess that's what personally matters. That's my way of thinking of it. I don't know. I'm wrong to think that way. It makes me use a lot of this little stuff that I get, that I save or I receive, and I'm like, oh, okay, look at there. I'm gonna put a power in there. Put that right there. I got all this little baggie. And I don't remember if I printed these all off. Oh, they're laminated, so I can't. Yeah, I did these, I remember now. Man, if I would have laminated them, then it looked awesome. Wanted to. I probably. Fun part. See. There we go. I like the looks of that right there. Color coming off the edge. I'll cut it off. There we go. I need something right there, but not this. I like life is unpredictable. And that's the truth. Yeah, I'm going through all my little babies and stuff that I've received, or I have a tendency to keep everything. I never, ever get rid of, I swear, get rid of nothing. I got that. That's my mother and me. I swear, Lord. My mom didn't either. You'd be amazed by my craft room right now. Probably looking down from the good Lord above, going, "Yep, that's my child." I mean, look at I even kept this. You know, cool image. All these beautiful butterflies. Butterflies, butterflies, and more butterflies. I can't wait till next Halloween because Gloria made some beautiful tags. Beautiful tags. Everybody made beautiful tags, which I'm going to turn into a mixed media project. I'm going to do a 31 day of mixed media next year during October, kind of like I'm doing here, but everything in it will have to be Halloween related. Were they wood or was that chipboard? Because they are some strong tags, Gloria. Chipboard? Want this instead? I'm going to add that right here. It says dream big. I think that's cool. I'm going to leave this, but I'm going to incorporate some butterflies up there. See how my mind works? I start out with one thing and I change it. See, I make my own tags. This is made out of chipboard. But yours seem more sturdier than mine. So I was like, this can't be. Okay. How about this little package of butterflies that I received from somebody? So I am going to use them. Ooh, look at this one. Isn't it pretty? Ooh, I like this one better. Even color combos looking good. And this I'm going to keep, but I'm going to do something before I glue it. Where did I get that? You're cooking breakfast? I went and got me a muffin for breakfast. There it is. Mm-hmm. One thing about cleaning your craft room, when you forget, you lose something and you were looking for it, because I was looking for my little boxes that we all did, those little pieces. I couldn't find mine. They were tucked. I have a filing cabinet at the end of my table, and they were slid exactly underneath the filing cabinet, and I couldn't see them. But I found them the other day. All right, I think we're good. So, we'll put this all away. Before I glue down, I want to do something else. Now I'm determined, should I keep the circle on or off? On. I like it off. I actually like it on if I do some sort of design. I think I'll keep it off. See, I'm making up my mind as I go. I change my mind a lot. Can you tell? All my little goodie bags. Alright. The fun part, the gluing down. Let's see, I'm using this card in from somebody. Say I don't get rid of nothing. And there's a message on the back. And now I'm using it in a project. And I'm gonna put it somewhere over there because I really don't want to lose that image right there of the flower. Some of it, see, you're supposed to be able to see what's in the background a little bit, but I have a tendency to cover a lot of it up. But that's all right. I'll get better. I gotta glue this piece down. It's coming up. I'm gluing there and put that puppy down. Did you go shopping this weekend, Gloria? Find some great deals? I'm stuck at home all weekend. I babysat the grandkids Friday till 11 o'clock at night, and once down and picked them up, Tina crashed. I was out like a light. It wore me out. They wear me out lately. I'm feeling my age with my grandkids. See, I've already changed it up since I started it, but I didn't want to lose things. Hopefully I can get these to stick with this. These are plastic, so I don't know. Let's see if this glue works. Now I'll have to get the hot glue gun on, I guess. So we will see if they stay. I'm gonna just put one on for now. Try and figure it out. Excuse me. Like it's holding it. Let's see. We're gonna try that. Nothing else, I'll cut it in there. I'm going to in this. What are you cooking? It's weird, you're having breakfast and I'm going to be having lunch in a little while. Whoa. I think that looks awesome right there. Got it to stay. Press it down a little bit. Move it out. Piece came out. Grab a glue it up and down. That looks cool. See, I already changed it going in. That's what I'm talking about. I never start out with one process and glue it a whole different way. Hash, rice, and sausage. Ooh, that sounds good. I watched a whole thing on Hawaiian history last night, or started watching it last night, finished watching it tonight. Hi, Skylar. All I know is if I ever go to Hawaii, I am never stealing a rock or taking a rock home with me or anything that, because they will come after you and you'll have bad luck. So, no taking rocks. Hawaiian gods, no, they give you bad luck, you steal off the island. Learned that. Yep. Don't take rocks off the beach. Don't take rocks. Volcano ash. Don't take nothing. bad food. Ah, yeah. One thing I watched, I was just going through a YouTube history, and how this one hotel next to some volcano. Now I can't remember the name of the volcano, where they get packages back sent to their hotel of people who took stuff off the rocks, volcano ash off the island or whatever. They get packages back sent to them because they took it home and then they've had bad luck. I'm like, nope, I go Hawaii, I ain't stealing a rock. I'm gonna go hit that chocolate candy store where Sherry buys that good tasting chocolate. I ain't stealing no rocks. I don't know. I watched three to four. I've bought haunted Hawaii, haunted places, or they think they're haunted, and then the history of Hawaii, and then things that occur to other people that took stuff like rocks. Yeah. So I'm gonna sit on my book a few seconds, but I go out to the kitchen to do that because my chair's so soft, and I will be right back. Alrighty, don't leave. I won't be gone long. I will only sit out in a few seconds.
A new station alert has arrived.
Alright. I told you don't take long. I just sit my big butt on it. I flatten this out a little bit. There we go. Keeps things in place. Voila. Now, the doodling part. Now the determination is, do I want to do it in black or white? I think in black. I think black would do better. I usually test this spot a little bit. Yeah, I think I'm doing black. But the one thing that she uses that I don't have is called a Stabilo pencil. I don't have that. But what I do have is black chalk. It's chalk. The set from Goodwill I bought. Charcoal, I should say. Charcoal. And that's what I've been using. And I think it works just as good. She goes around the edges with her pencil. Oh, did I grab the wrong one? I got one. Yep, I grabbed the wrong one. Oh, sorry about that sound. I know it's awful. Like I said, I'm using what I have. You will get a black thumb. It just adds dimension to the edges. And then just kind of rub. Gives that look. And then she goes kind of around stuff. I also found using a Q-tip last week. I discovered that last night. In spots you can't get up, I just take a Q-tip. around the edges. After you get enough on the Q-tip, you really don't have to. And I just kind of go in with my finger after it, dull it a little bit. I guess the dark adds dimension, is what I got out of her telling us. But your finger will get black. I like the look of it, actually, when I add the black. And I do it pretty quick. I don't usually do a whole thing and then I go back. Oops. On the butterfly as well. Sometimes I get too black. I don't really worry about it. I just smooth it out. Finger. Bring it in a little bit. This is where the pencil would probably come in better, so I could get it in there better. But I don't. Pencils they had in this didn't work as well, so I've been using this. Like I got pretty thick here. But oh well. I think it looks good. Now it changes it. Bye, Tina. Thanks for stepping in. Have fun with your son. Just wait. I plan him. I was just gonna show you what I do. I get a baby wipe and I take a baby wipe over a Q-tip. And then I'll just go and fix them up. Or I just use my finger. I'm gonna try your brush idea. Mix in my water. Never tried the paintbrush, so. Thank you for the suggestion, Dana. Oh yeah, I'm liking the paintbrush. Cool. See, I learned something. I learned from everybody. Like I said, this is my experimental book. By the time I get through this one, hi Therese. By the time I get through this and buy the stuff that's actually on my grocery list, my next one I'm going to actually have a theme. I want, go with a theme. When I do that one, I like the look of it. It looks good. I could tell the difference. I could see when she adds it. But like I said, the pencil would probably do a better justice if I had the pencil. Which I want. That is probably one of the first things I'm going to pick up. Pencil. Is the pencil. Which I think is just a chalk pencil, anyways. Did you get my package? Oh, let's see. That package is sitting here. 3 Sims. Yes, I did. I'll be doing a video. Yep. I was waiting for a few more to come in. Then I'm going to do a video on them. Yes, I did yesterday. I'm sorry. Little glue right there. That needs to come up. Yep. I got a package yesterday from Amazon. I said this earlier. I didn't even check informed delivery. Doorbell rang. My mailman always rings my doorbell when there's big packages. And the box is a good yardstick long. And I'm like, what the heck is this? And I'm thinking, I haven't ordered anything from Amazon. But so I open it, and it is a beer belt. I'm like, what the heck? So I go back and look at the box, and here it was addressed to my daughter Diamond. It was part of Sam's Halloween costume. He went as the beer guy off of Simpsons, McDuff or Mr. Duff or whatever. And they ordered him the belt. And she always has her packages sent here because she knows I'm usually home, so they don't get stolen. I'm actually going to go over her head on this one. But I was like, what the heck? So I call her, and I'm like, Diamond. She's like, yeah. I said, and before I could, she goes, oh, did my package come? I'm like, yeah, I opened it, not realizing it. Thinking, at first I thought, what the heck did my husband order? Why did he order this? Was my first thought. Then I couldn't picture my husband ordering that, so I looked. I'll show you. Let me get my phone. Diamond's got a picture up. This guy. This is what Sam Wen is. Sorry, it's kind of blurry, but you see that belt? She had made it. She added stuff to it. I'm sorry, it's not focused. It's not a very good picture. There we go. Yeah, she ordered that belt, and then she ran little labels off here yesterday. When she came to pick up the belt, and she showed me what she was doing, and I laughed. They had a Halloween party last night. It looks good. All right, I gotta get. Oh, I forgot to do this end. I do like that black look though. This adds to it, I think. Gives it that kind of weird dark look. That's my opinion. It's a charcoal pen, charcoal. Right now, I'm kind of following Lori Marie Jenkins. She has a pencil that's called a Stabilo pencil. I don't have that yet. So what I'm using is my charcoal. It does the same effect as her pencil, I think. It's just getting the same kind of look. But it is messy. After I spread this, I'll go wash my hands real quick. Because I'll tell you, I'll touch something, I'll have it on it. But this, I'm using what I have. And this is what I had to get the look. I think it looks cool. And then just kind of, then if you don't think it's too dark, you can come in with a baby wipe and wipe it down a little. It takes some of it off. And then, which I'm going to turn to really dark. I mean, you can tell where I took some off to the one I just did. I just kind of go lightly over spots I did. It adds a look to it. I like it. And if you're, I scared everybody away. No, you didn't. No. All right, I'm gonna go wash my hands because look at. I will be right back. Sherry's listening. Tina had to go take her son somewhere. Dana's popped in here and there. now, now the doodling. And now that I added the dark like I was supposed to, I'm going to test in the corner. I want to go white or just stick with the black. I'm thinking the black. And I just move it up. And I don't have no rhyme or reason. I just kind of doodle. Just pick a spot and I just kind of, I'm only using this roll 2. And this is one of those pens from the Dollar Tree ornament white one. I want my white gel pen. I can't get to work. I don't know. Nothing I did would make it work. I was irritating the heck out of me. So I remembered these. I had to get them out. Oh yeah, Laura's listening too, I think. She didn't say bye, so she may still be listening. This is my favorite part doing this whole thing after I get this done is the doodling. I don't know why. And I just kind of, I don't have a rhyme or reason what I'm going to doodle. When I get in a crease, it's always the hardest part. Just shows that, I don't have the right stuff that she had, but I still was able to come up with a page. I think it looks pretty good. Because there's some stuff I need to invest in, like clear, like my gesso's homemade, but I like buying those pails at Michael's, so I'll buy another one of them. I never knew about clear gesso. I didn't know about black gesso. I never heard of triple thick, so I'll have to look that up. This Tapella pencil and a glaze that you add into your paint that she used too, and I guess it gives a glossy look. So I got a shopping list, as I call it, but that'll be down the road. So I'm using basically what I have. Oops, my dot got mixed up with my line. Oh well. And then I'll go through and I'll do the whole page. Like sometimes I might just go around the butterfly also, like this. I'll do it. Even if I did the dark line to add dimension. What I've come to realize doing these books, following Lori, is you just basically make it your own. Like if I wanted to, I could come in there and add stuff to the face itself, which I might yet. But I've been on here 2 hours, so I'm going to call it a day. Thank you all for stopping in. Thank you for some help here and there that you have given me. And I'll finish doodling, and next video I'll do, you'll see the finish. But like I said, go check out Lori. She's awesome. I'm so happy. I'm learning a lot from her. Like I said, this is my experimental book. She used vintage books. I didn't have a vintage book. I used the book I had. It works. It was my favorite one so far. Like I said, I am not an expert. I'm just having fun. And I have to buy some groceries. So, like I got my grocery. Every time she comes up with something, I put it down on my list. I'm like, geez. That's how you learn, is buy from others. Thank you for stopping in. Thanks for the thumbs up, ladies. Appreciate it. And have a wonderful Sunday, the rest of it. I don't even know if the Packers play. So I'll have to go Google that. So talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody. Thanks for stopping in.